Welcome back, guys. Got a huge project this week. Gonna be making a milking station for goats for my boss. He wants me to try to get that done by Friday. But this shop is a disaster if you can't tell. I got stuff everywhere. So first things first is I got to clean it up. I'm going to kind of walk y'all through the process, show you what I'm doing. Be doing a little bit of welding today, so hopefully I can get some videos of that. That's kind of what I'm wanting this channel to be about. But I'm glad I'm finally getting a big project that I'll be able to get to do. And then he wants me to build pins for his goats as well. And so I'll be videoing that and taking pictures of that, guys. So hopefully everything works out well, everything goes great, and work only comes to me. So we will see y'all after I clean, and I will show you what it looks like then. Alright guys, welcome back. So I got the shop clean. As you can't tell, it's still a little messy, but I got it to where I can fit this 30-foot pipe in here. So I'm actually going to be using, I was going to try to use a chop saw for it, but I think it's just going to take way too long. It's going to be easier for me to just use a cutting torch and torch it. But I got to cut this pipe into 4 6-foot pieces for the legs for this goat stand. We're actually going to be burying it 2 feet into the ground, and we're going to concrete it so that way it can't move, can't go anywhere, especially when goats are over there banging on it and stuff like that. I mean, we really don't need to go that deep, but the boss wants to go that deep, so we're going to make it go that deep. And then we're going to take this I think it's 2x4 angle, and it's, I mean, real thin, probably about eighth inch thick. And we're going to make the platform, and then we're actually going to lay 2x4 boards down and then just nail them from the metal to the wood. That way your boards can't go anywhere. So that's going to be cool. This is going to be a whole new cool adventure. And then I got to make a deal to where the goat can actually rest his head on, and they can lock his neck in. And like I said, as we're going through this project, I'll take pictures and videos, and y'all be able to see all that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys, and we'll see you. Alright guys, so I'm sorry I didn't actually kind of time lapse and video and show y'all everything. It's kind of hard for me to do that with just using a cell phone at the time at this point. But I got all the pieces cut for the base of the milking station. So this is kind of what it looks like. If you can't see, right here, I cut it out here just so that way everything stays kind of flush, and I can get good solid welds here and here. I'm not too worried about these gaps that are actually right here and here on all the corners, just because I'm actually going to be putting wood, which is kind of a little bit different. I'm going to be using 2x6s for the actual platform itself for the goats to stand on, and there'll be a little bit of a gap in between them, so that way their poop and their pee can fall, and that way it doesn't just sit on the wood and stain it and rot it out, you know, over time. But everything has fit together really nice. I'm really happy about it for the most part. I could have done some things that are a little bit different, which I did throughout this process. I used a cutting torch as little as possible just on this thin stuff, just because, first of all, I don't have the right tip to be cutting this stuff. I think I was using a number 2 instead of a 0. A 0 tip would have been better for me. But I used the chop saw to cut all this thin stuff out. But other than that, I mean, everything's come together really nice. And I actually completely forgot that I actually have to make a up ramp for the goats to go up, and then a down ramp for them to come off of after they're done milking. But as we're here, this tubing here, so this piece is actually going to be like this, which will center it. And it'll come up a little bit. It won't be this full stick. And then this 3/4, which the other one's 1 inch, this 3/4, it'll slide into that 1 inch tubing, and there'll be a hole in the 1 inch tubing with a nut and bolt. That way you can screw it and unscrew it and tighten it down and raise it up and down for your goats and your sheep if you want to shave sheep and stuff like that. Which I don't know if he's going to get sheep. Not really worried about it, because he'll be able to use it for both. But other than that, I mean, that's kind of all there is to it. And then I'm going to get some flat bar here in a minute, and I'm actually going to warp some flat bar and bend it as if a goat's head goes in it. Weld some clips onto it, and then get some chain, cut some chain, and that way he can hook it and adjust it to his goat's head, because all goats are different. But other than that, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna put a couple welds here. I'm gonna put a weld here, and then in each corner, and then as well as this outside part, and then this inside here, I'll put a weld in those. And then I'll just kind of buff them out, make them real smooth and nice. That way you can't really see it. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the basics of it. So I'm gonna get started on this, and I will show you the after product. All right, guys. So the base is complete. For some reason, I was a 1/2 inch short on the length, so I ended up having to use a 2x4 instead of a 2x6. So looks a little funny in one spot, but other than that, it looks really, really, really good. But if you can't tell, that's what it looks like. I mean, it looks really nice. So it's always good. I'm very proud of this little project. Now all I got to do is make an up ramp to this base part, and a down ramp coming off of it. But I think other than that it'll look really good. And then the pipe that I cut this morning, this is actually once I'm going to bury those pipes 2 feet deep, and then that will sit on top of them, and I'll weld them out, and then it'll sit there, and that way it can't go nowhere, and then you can base your ramps off of that. But I think I'm going to be I'm stopping here today. I'm going to start back up in the morning and get the tubings done, and we will show you that part tomorrow. Alrighty, guys. Y'all have a great day. Love you. If you haven't subscribed yet, push that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on. Love you, and we'll see you.